Improving energy efficiency following an audit of water service facilities can be a source of significant savings at the level of operating expenses, in addition to having a positive impact on the environment. But the investments required for energy optimization operations can sometimes represent costs which can constitute a break for certain water services if they are economically fragile. A study of the return on investment via a cost-benefit analysis permits a better assessment and anticipation of investment and operating expenses, and, as a consequence, of the general profitability of the water service. What is a cost-benefit analysis, and what are the various means of carrying it out? The cost-benefit analysis is a tool used to compare the integrality of the costs and the benefits associated with every optimization project in order to assess its profitability over time. The costs represent the investment and operating costs linked to the design, supply, installation, commissioning, and operation of new equipment. The benefits represent the savings made at the level of operating expenses, which depend on both the pricing of the electricity supplier and the water service facility operating modes. There are three approaches to carrying out a cost-benefit analysis, which we will now look at in detail. To understand these three approaches, it is necessary to understand what is referred to as cash flow. This expression designates the sum between the movement of outgoing liquidities, costs, and the movement of incoming liquidities, benefits. The first approach consists in representing the evolution of cash flow for a new piece of equipment, accumulated over months or years. We then look at the moment from which this cumulative cash flow becomes positive. This is the payback period. The shorter this period, the quicker the equipment will be profitable. The second approach is that of a return on investment, or ROI. It is calculated by the ratio between the net income that the new equipment generates and the sum of the investment required for its acquisition. It is generally expressed in terms of a percentage. The higher this percentage, the more profitable this equipment is. Lastly, an indicator permits renewal projects to be compared. It's the calculation of the net present value, or NPV. This indicator enables us to study the profitability of an investment by measuring whether or not the fixed performance expectations can be met. For this, we fix a rate of profitability, which corresponds to the capital invested for the renewal project. It's the discount rate. The investment is profitable when the net present value is positive. In other words, when the discounted value of projected income is greater than the sum of invested capital. This indicator enables us to determine the internal rate of return, or the IRR. It corresponds to the discount rate for which the net present value is 0. In other words, it consists in a point of equilibrium between the capital invested and the discounted cash flow, or DCF. The indicator permits investments occurring at different periods and projects whose profitability will be, in the long term, to be compared. The most advantageous project is the project for which the internal rate of profitability is the highest. The main points to be remembered. The cost-benefit analysis is a financial analysis method which permits choosing between various investment and renewal projects. Three approaches exist: study of the cumulative cash flow, study of the return on investment, and study of the discounted cash flow with the help of the net present value.